my name is Yogita, and today I'm going to talk to you about the new Launchpad in VMware Aria Operations. What you see on your screen today is what VMware Aria Operations Quick Start menu used to look like. The way the earlier version was split up was into the different pillars of operation, allowing you to get to the different places of interest quickly from the home page itself. The page also was able to take you to your TVS suite or any other learning options that are available to the doc pages, or even a cloud management assessment if you were interested in that. However, the development team has kind of kicked it out of the park, I would say, for this new Launchpad. What you see on your screen today is what it looks like in the most recent version of VMware Aria Operations. There's a little panels at the top that tell you of any actions that need immediate attention from your infrastructure admin. And if you can see, the way the page is laid out is in the different cards, which are representing the different pillars of operation. Or you can quickly and easily access your business applications. So if you were doing endpoint monitoring for your web applications, this is where you would get. So with each of these cards, so for example, if you were to go into capacity, you can see that the capacity card took you to the capacity page where it further drills down into different facets of capacity, whether you were simply trying to assess capacity, if you're trying to optimize your infrastructure, or if you're trying to do some future workload planning and migration for what your infrastructure needs to look like down the line. Now, if you can see that each of these cards comes with a view and a learn more button. Now, this view button, if it is enabled, you have permissions to see the contents of this card. If it is grayed out, which means that you simply need to ask your administrator for more permission so that you are able to view the details of this card. The learn more is something that allows you to see what this card is all about, gives you a detailed look into what it is you can do with the contents of this card. In addition to this Learn More button, at the top of every page as well, we have a Learn More drop-down. Now, this drop-down shows you the different details of capacity itself within VMware Aria Operations, and what each of these cards does, and what capacity planning in VMware Aria Operations allows you to do. So going back to the launch page, there is more to the launch page than just the pillars of operation or monitoring your business application. If you were infrastructure admin and trying to monitor your traditional VMware infrastructure, this new Launchpad makes it very easy to get to the different pieces of your infrastructure. If it was not your intention, but you had different flavors of VMware Cloud in your infrastructure or native public cloud in your infrastructure, you can easily get to those right from here. So if you click any one of these cards, it takes you to the details of that card. And again, if these buttons don't highlight and if you click here, it doesn't take you anywhere, it means you have insufficient permissions, which you can ask your administrator to do. So at one click of a button, I was able to get to my inventory summary from within the Launchpad itself. So going back to the Launchpad, you can also do the same with your native public cloud infrastructure. So if you had AWS in one environment, it takes you to the multi-cloud overview AWS page, and it shows you how many accounts have been configured, as well as gives you the details of the top services in your AWS structure. In addition to that, it also shows you the top services and an alerts group 10. So again, something that allows you to quickly and easily give you a state of your AWS environment. The GeoMap also shows you where your accounts are physically located. You can, this page, the multi-cloud overview page, is having a set of cards at the top, and each of the cards represent a specific cloud type, and clicking each of these will get you the details of that. Or you can also launch them from your Launchpad. Now, in addition to these, the Launchpad also makes it very easy for you to get to scheduling automated jobs, setting up outbound plugins, getting to your content repository, or simply getting to the developer center to look at some powerful developer tools that VMware Aria operations enthusiasts or VMware staff has developed for the use of your VMware Aria operations users. So this gives you a quick look into what the Launchpad is about. Now I would like to quickly call out a new page. So this is what the sustainability page looked like before, and you can get to the different pieces of sustainability by looking at aging hardware, power of VMs, but the new Launchpad takes it even a step further. So by clicking your sustainability pillar, it gives you a quick look at the new sustainability dashboard that is there, allowing your infrastructure administrators and your CIOs to get a quick look at what your current infrastructure green score looks like, what your power consumption is, what is your carbon footprint, and what is your overall environmental impact, allowing the CIOs and the infra admins to check if you are on path with your sustainability goals or if you need to take some corrective. And of course, the green score is a direct reflection of the utilization in terms of power and compute and storage that you that you're utilizing in your infrastructure that is being used in your company. So I hope this kind of gives you a quick look at what the Launchpad is all about. Now, one other thing I'd like to call out is the cost. The cost pillar of operation, where you have similar type of cars like I mentioned for capacity, and for each of these costs, so if you look at total cost of ownership and the total cost of ownership, the page is kind of laid out like the multi-cloud overview, where it gives you a quick look at the total cost of ownership of your different clouds. You can select the different type of clouds accounts that you have configured to take a look at what your total cost of ownership is for that particular cloud type. Same goes for from a compliance perspective as well. So if you are trying to monitor and remediate compliance, that is also a page that is similarly laid out, where you can select the type of cloud account and it shows you the details in terms of compliance for your cloud account. Hope this kind of gives you a quick look and gets you really excited about the new Launchpad as we are. One thing I like to call out is that for some of the older pages, the links at the top look a little different than they do. So for example, if you were to go into cost, at the top you see the Launchpad costs. When you go into the details of that, those links are not there. Or if you go to say Automation Central, which is an older UI page, it is just being bubbled up to the top for easy access for the administrator. Those links are absent at the top. This feature is a work in progress, and as the feature evolves, those links will come, just like they are for some of these newer pages that exist. So just like these links exist for some of these newer pages that are developed, those links will also be shown for the older pages, in case you're wondering why you don't see these at the top. So just thought I'd call that out a little bit. And as always, if you have any feedback about this feature, the development team is very keen on hearing your feedback and making changes as the user community requires it. So thanks for your time, and now